slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
A champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
To say what he's done this year, Mike, is unheard of would be an understatement. I mean, there are quarterbacks who go their entire careers without even making it to the Super Bowl, yet here he is on the verge of potentially winning one in his very first season. He's got a lot of work to do between now and the end of this game to make that happen, but if he's able to lead his team to a victory here today, it would be a perfect storybook ending to an improbable and legendary rookie campaign.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. He's going to keep it himself. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. That is caught at the 3. And the Commanders are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. 1st down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. Now, how about this? It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. We're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approach, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. That's the way to get started, and pick up a 17 and a very quick first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was the contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one intercepted. Picked off by Josh Mattel. And now he loses the football. The Vikings have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble. And all of a sudden, the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown because for a minute,
that one taken in, middle of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. From the 6, here comes a return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
To throw again is Darnold. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They get 20 on the connection. It'll be a Vikings first down. Darnold to the air once more. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Now we'll get a two-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up. They run it once more with Jones. And this time they stop him short. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And it's a big play. He's finally... Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but it can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL.
He is in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Chandler now to return it. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one, the kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw with Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. The ball deflected. Time. and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that.
That'll be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will score. Harry Flurry. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Chandler now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
He runs with it. Crazy. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
It's not all. Everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Inside the 30. Terry McLaurin. And he is unstoppable. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Washington. And this is going to be no good, but penalty flags come raining in. This could very well be a roughing call. Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. Here comes the screen to Jones. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. They'll come up here 1st and 10. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Van Ginkel. And he covered some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And this is going to go down as it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. A little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Daniels now on first down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now pass deep for McLaurin.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to happen.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Barring something very aggressive here on 4th down, this guy has now single-handedly put an end to 2 drives. First, with a pick. Now, a 3rd down sack. It just seems when his defense needs a play the most, he's the one who steps up.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. Throwing now, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Daniels now going to look to throw. Now he'll run it. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Third and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered.